down to missed opportunities, folks?
I thought we played really well early and set up some beautiful set shot opportunities and missed. So we had an opportunity to get a decent lead. I felt early in the game and we didn't take it. So we ended up with 2-5 on a wet night. I thought to myself it could come back to bite us, and it sort of did a little bit.
Conditions only got worse from there.
Yeah, they did. And then I just thought Geelong just played better wet weather football than what we did. We over handballed. It's sort of crazy. Like our kick handball ratio is normally around 1.65, 1.7. Tonight it's 1.43, which is partly to do with their pressure, but a lot of the times we just were out and then we'd give another handball and then we'd bring pressure on ourselves. And from those turnovers that they got off, those are able to often score or take territory. So. I thought Geelong played the conditions way smarter. We overused the ball and missed some good opportunities at the start, would be my general summary. And it did become a little bit problematic when you lose your ruckman too and you're pinch hitting with one of your key forwards and one of your midfielders. So that was a little bit unfortunate. They lost Stewart as well though, so I probably could cover for him a little better than we could cover for a loss of a ruckman.
Sure. How's Oscar on that mate?
Well, obviously he was out of the game because of concussion, so he'll do the usual protocols. But he seemed okay. He's a bit of a bruise there. I'm not sure if there's any damage to his cheekbone or not. I haven't had a chance to ask about that.
I'm sure you won't want to use it as an excuse, but how much of an impact do you think that played? Just the flow-on effect, I guess, from losing him.
Hard to know, mate. Hard to know on a night like tonight. That doesn't. It's not the reason why you over handball, is it? And we had, on a night like tonight, you want to win contested possession. We did that pretty well. Clearances were relatively equal. Our pressure was good, so was theirs. It was up by both teams all night. I just thought they were just way smarter in the conditions and just got the ball into an open forward line and were able to create chances and finish off their work. Particularly in the first half, they just didn't kick many points. Whatever chance they got, they were able to put it through the goal, and that's good play.
Do you think inaccuracy in front of goal will cost you a bit tonight as well?
Yeah, I do. That's what I was saying before. Particularly early, we had quite a few shots, and they weren't from that tough a position. So, even though it was wet out there, as I said, 2-5 in the first quarter. You wouldn't mind 5 goals too. It's probably nearly a match-winning lead on a night like tonight, and 5 goals too was achievable.
Good. You've obviously played 3 really good teams here, but does it sting a bit that you're 0-3 at home?
It does. They are good teams, but we expect we created a little bit of a fortress for ourselves, and right now that's been challenged. So we've just got to stay positive and keep working away at our game and know that will turn around. I don't think there's anything in particular that teams are doing to us to make that occur. It's just one of those things in sport. So we haven't been. We had 1 loss on the road and 2 wins, and we haven't been able to win at our own home ground. But we'll continue to work on that.
So you sound relatively positive. Disappointed to lose, obviously, but big picture wise, you don't think tonight's a massive step back?
I think we look at, we exaggerate where teams are on the ladder at this point of time in the year. I don't know whether you've done this exercise, but go and have a look at the ladder after 13 rounds last year. Swans and the Giants had won 5 games and Carlton had won 4.5. 2 of those teams made it through to a prelim final. So we're 2-4. It doesn't look good, but there's a lot of this season to go. So, and I've got strong belief in our group. We haven't put in any disastrous performances. We just have found ways to lose to some degree, and that's not taking credit away from the opposition. But certainly the Carlton game we found a way to lose. Tonight probably a little bit. Even the Collingwood game we just dropped a lot of marks that night. So there's some reasons for it, but we just got to stay positive and work our way out of it.
Just back on the...
got no other choice.
Just back on the theme of losing the first 3 games at home. You turn that around. You've also beaten Melbourne at the MCG.
Yeah.
A very good team. And,
Yeah.
you know, you've had all of us on your case about when can you win a game at the MCG forever. So do you take that back to the players and say, well, you know, on the other hand, you can still do this?
Yeah, that's one thing you talk about for sure. You always look for the positives. I think I talked a little bit to them about that tonight before the game. You know, like the way we played at the MCG and the way we played at Norwood Oval is the way we need to play here tonight. And to some degree we did. We just didn't have as much polish as Geelong did in the conditions. They played the conditions much better. Weather footy.
You've got a very short term
Yeah.
now. Like, what's the process between now and Thursday?
We'll just review the game tonight and move on pretty quickly. I think that's the best thing to do. If you spend too much time lamenting a loss, sometimes you're not ready for the next game. So the priority is to be ready for the next game. And then we might get a little bit of time after that to review the Geelong game as well if we need to, post the Giants game.
Do you put more emphasis on rest in these short weeks, Chris?
Well, you've only got 5 days. It's really just recover and play, isn't it? So, yeah.
You like the fact you've got another, I guess, team that's sort of seen as a contender, team that started the season very well.
Yeah, well, obviously,
Coming up
you know,
next.
we've had a pretty tough draw. So, and that's okay. That's good to test yourself out against those sides. And we've got to find a way to win the game on Thursday. It's got to find a way.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, fellas.